So, what's your guys' names?
I'm Pa Johnson.
And Ma Johnson. So, what was it like on day one when you got your family, when you guys first started out pushing that cart?
Well, first of all, when we got our family, we were thrilled. We were actually very, very nervous about who we would be spending the next 3 days with and some of the challenges that we knew were ahead of us. But I think both of us were absolutely thrilled and almost floored at the children that we got in our family.
We're pretty convinced we have the best kids.
How did they come together? I mean, have they gotten along, and how do you think that's gone for them?
I think they're best friends.
We haven't had a single conflict.
Yeah, great.
You get a line, I get a pole. We'll go fishing in the crawfish hole. 5-car poker on Saturday night, church on Sunday morning.
You get a line,
I get a pole. We'll go fishing in the crawfish hole. 5-car poker on Saturday night, church on Sunday morning.
You get a line,
I get a pole. We'll go fishing in the crawfish hole. 5-car poker on Saturday night.
What are your guys' names?
Katie.
So, how's Trek going so far?
Hot, sweaty.
How's the food been?
Actually, it's been pretty good. I'm
Macaroni
pretty
and
shocked.
cheese is good. First night, prime.
Oh yeah.
It was the best.
Nothing like a hard-boiled egg with nothing at all to eat.
Really?
Put on it.
What's been the hardest part?
Hardest part? Definitely the first day.
I totally.
The first day was definitely the hardest. It was 13 miles and
It was so hard.
so hot, so sweaty.
I get a poker, we'll go fishing in the crawfish hole. 5-car poker on Saturday night, church on Sunday morning. Six lanes, tail lights, red ants marching into the night. They disappear to the left and right again. Another supper from a sack, a 99-cent heart attack. I got a pounding head and an aching back, and the camel's buried in a big straw stack. I'm gonna live where the green grass grows, watching my corn pop up in rows. Every night be tucked in close to you.
My favorite part of Trek was probably the chicken broth in the morning.
Point our rocking chairs towards the west and plant our dreams where the peaceful river flows, where the green grass grows. Well, I'm from a map dot, a stop sign on a black top. I caught the first bus I could hop from there. But all of this glitter is getting dark. There's concrete growing in the city park. I don't know who my neighbors are, and there's bars on the corners and bars on my heart. But I'm gonna live where the green grass grows, watch my corn pop up in rows. Every night be tucked in close to you.
Your favorite part so far?
I'll take this one first. I think probably seeing the energy that the children have, thinking that this was going to take everything out of them and that we were going to have to play more of a part to lift their spirits, and seeing the kids actually lift everybody up, and not just our family, but across the Trek. I think the spirit and the energy of the youth has probably been my favorite part.
And my favorite part has been, I think, just the bonding, because a lot of times within the state, when I hear the youth in our ward talk about different kids in the state, it's in a competitive manner because they're used to just playing with them in sports and they compete against them. But here they're all of a sudden family, and so my favorite thing has just been seeing the kids bond and feeling like they really are family.
Interstate's jammed with gunners like me, afraid of coming in last. But somewhere in the race we run, we're coming undone when days go by. I can feel it flying like a hand out the window in the wind. The cars go by, yeah, it's all we've been given, so you better start living right now, 'cause days go by. Just the other night I watched the world flash by. Headlights, taillights running through a river of neon signs. But somewhere in the rush I felt we're losing ourselves.
My favorite part of Trek probably had to be receiving the letters and the testimony meeting with our families, and like being able to share like our experiences and what we each thought of it.
You better start living right now, days go by. Oh, yeah, the days go by. We think about tomorrow and it slips away. Oh, yes it does. We talk about forever, but we've only got today, and the days go by. I can feel them flying like a hand out the window as the cars go by. It's all we've been given, so you better start living. You better start living. Better start living right now, 'cause days go by. I can feel them flying like a hand out the window in the wind. The cars go by, yeah, it's all we've been given, so you better start living right now, 'cause days go by. Yeah, these days go by. Oh, so take them by the hand, they're yours and mine. Take them by the hand and live your life. Take them by the hand, don't let them all fly by. Come on now. Yeah, come on now. But don't you know the days go by?
Come on, nations, hear the call. Join together, one and all. Sing as one the song of truth. Gather in the strength of youth. obey a prophet's voice, and in the house of God rejoice. Come and enter at the gate, one in spirit praise his name. Come to the mountain of the Lord, come with your banner, shield and sword, set like a light upon a hill. The ancient promise is fulfilled. Come climb the mount with flags unfurled, bring every soul in all the world to feel the power of truth restored. Come to the mountain of the Lord, up to the mountain of the Lord. Come and walk his path of peace, feel his light in you increase. Come and learn his holy ways, revealed to man in latter days. Come to the mountain of the Lord, come with your banner, shield and sword, set like a light upon a hill. The ancient promise.
Favorite part of the trip? It's kind of hard to say. There's a lot of bad things that I really hated. I would just say the bridge activity was pretty fun.
Restored, come to the mountain of the Lord, up to the mountain of the Lord. Come to the mountain of the Lord, come with your banner, shield and sword, set like a light upon a hill. The ancient promise is fulfilled. Come climb the mount with flags unfurled, to save the souls who left this world. The power of God has been restored. Come to the mountain of the Lord, up to the mountain of the Lord. The elders of Israel, come join now with me and seek out the righteous where'er they may be, in desert, on mountain, on land, or on sea, and bring them to Zion, the pure and the free. O Babylon, we bid thee farewell. We're going to the mountains of Ephraim to dwell. The harvest is great and the labors are few, but if we're united, we all things can do. We'll gather the wheat from the midst of the.
So can you imagine doing this for 6 months and having half your family pass away, and then new kids join your family because their families were decimated?
Yeah, I couldn't. Even when I heard the stories that people would share, it was amazing to see that these were actual families. And so to imagine that, I can't imagine it, but I can imagine that when you have a purpose and you truly have a desire to follow something, in this specific instance it was following Jesus Christ, right? And following the prophets. And so I can see that determination moving you forward even in those times.
And this isn't going to show for about a month, maybe 2 months. What would you like to tell your family?
I'd probably say that we've been amazed with them and their willingness to work hard and work together, and it's been awesome, and their testimonies have strengthened our testimonies. Their determination and their discipleship has really been something that I will always remember, and this experience will always stay with me.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Come, ye children of the Lord, let us sing with one accord. Let us raise a joyful strain to our Lord who soon will reign on this earth, when it shall be cleansed from all iniquity, when all men from sin will cease and will live in love and peace.
How joyful it will be when our Savior we shall see, when in splendor he'll descend, then all wickedness shall end. Oh, what songs we then will sing to our Savior, Lord and King. Oh, what love will then bear sway when our fear shall flee away.
Dad, what do you think?
Gabby, what was your favorite part of Trek this week?
I mean, the woman's goal, duh.
We will dwell mid truth and light.
We will sing the songs of praise. We will shout in joyous lays.
Earth shall then be cleansed from sin, every living thing therein
shout in love and beauty.
Oh, no.
Okay, we are on a sacred Indian burial ground right now. We need to move now or they kill everybody.
I'd rather sleep.
Everybody get back to your...
If there is anything good out there, we believe. If there is hope in the heat of despair, we believe. If honesty opens an eye to the truth, wake up the world and welcome the proof. We believe in one name under heaven.
I ask anymore.
My favorite part has been the Olympics, the competition, having fun with the kids, getting to know them.
My favorite part, aside from the great food that we've had, every time that we ate, all of the families ate together as a family, which was fun just to see everyone coming back to eat together and share stories and get to know each other.
Did you think your family would come together and be close, kind of like they are?
No.
I had no idea. Didn't think that at all.
What do you think caused that?
Having to work together, unity.
Yeah, the first day we had to be a team, and since then I think it's helped. Just when we were doing the Olympics, just then, and working around the camp too.
So now that you've done this for a couple days, and there's been a lot of talk about the Martin Handcart Company and winter quarters. Can you imagine being there with this family and two of your kids dying in the middle of it?
I mean, I knew it was hard for them, but this gives you a little more perspective on a tiny, tiny taste of how hard it really probably was.
Yeah, I couldn't comprehend. I mean, we had people giving us water every half hour, every break. We had plenty of ice, water, Gatorade, and if it was in their time, they wouldn't have had any of that. So I couldn't imagine what they'd gone through.
Come thou fount of every blessing, tune my heart to sing thy grace. Streams of mercy never ceasing, call for songs of loudest praise. Teach me some melodious sonnet, sung by flaming tongues above. Praise the mount, I'm fixed upon it, mount of thy redeeming love. Here I raise my Ebenezer, here by thy great help I've come, and I hope by thy good pleasure safely to arrive at home. Jesus sought me when a stranger, wandering from the fold of God. He to rescue me from danger interposed his precious blood. Precious blood. Oh, that day when freed from sinning, I shall see thy lovely face. Clothed then in blood-washed linen, how I'll sing thy sovereign grace. Come, my Lord, no longer tarry, take my ransom soul away. Send thine angels now to carry me to realms of endless day. Oh,
to grace, how great a debtor daily I am constrained to be. Let thy goodness like a fetter bind my wandering heart to thee. Prone to wander, Lord, I feel it, prone to leave the God I love. Here's my heart, oh, take and seal it for thy courts above. Here's my heart, oh, take and seal it for thy courts above.
I have a quiet time. Or nothing else. No, I can't. I liked it all. I mean, I liked meeting my family probably the most.
Finally feeling the light, whispering peace to my soul. Finally tasting the truth of things I've been praying to know. Now with every breath that I breathe, I wanna live so it shines through me. Shine on, for the whole world to see. Hold on to the gift of believing. Be strong, walk on in the light of the one who will love and lead us along. Shine on. Taking the faith I have found and putting it all on the line, trusting the promise is real, changing my heart and my life, standing true to what I believe. I'm gonna live so it shines through me. Shine on for the whole.
How difficult was it to get your family to kind of pull together and merge and get united?
Not at all.
Yeah, it wasn't hard at all. There was nobody complaining. They all just kept trading positions. Really good kids. And they were just in it to finish. Yeah, nobody complained. We didn't hear any whining or anything the whole time.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite part of Trek?
I don't know. Today's pretty good.
Yeah.
The food's been good.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say what a favorite. The hoedown last night was fun.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Everybody.
Yeah. Just watching the kids grow closer together and be able to get to know more people is really fun too.
Shine on for the whole world to see. Hold on to the gift of believing. Be strong, walk on in the light of the one who will love and lead us along. Shine on, hold on to the gift of believing. Be strong, walk on in the light of the one who will love and lead us along. Shine on, shine on. Shine on, shine on, oh, shine on.
If I was a flower growing wild and free, all I'd want is you to be my sweet honeybee. And if I was a tree growing tall and green, all I'd want is you to shade me and be my leaves. If I was a flower growing wild and free, all I'd want is you to be my sweet honeybee. And if I was a tree growing tall and green, all I'd want is you to shade me and be my leaves. All I want is you, will you be my bride? Take me by the hand and stand by my side. All I want is you, will you stay with me? Hold me in your arms and sway me like the sea. If you were a river in the mountains tall, the rumble of your water would be my call. If you were the winter, I know I'd be the snow, just as long as you were with me when the cold winds blow. All I want is you, will you be my bride? Take me by the hand and stand by my side. All I want is you, will you stay with me? Hold me in your arms and sway me like the sea. If you were a wink, I'd be a nod. If you were a seed, well, I'd be a pod. If you were a floor, I'd wanna be the rug. And if you were a kiss, I know I'd be a hug. All I want is you, will you be my bride? Take me by the hand and stand by my side. All I want is you, will you stay with me? Hold me in your arms and sway me like the sea. If you were the wood, I'd be the fire. If you were the love, I'd be the desire. If you were a castle, I'd be your moat. And if you were an ocean, I'd learn to float. All I want is you, will you be my bride? Take me by the hand and stand by my side. All I want is you, will you stay?
What have you guys gotten out of Trek?
A greater appreciation of how miserable it probably was, and how important it was. They didn't do it. Well, I wouldn't have been done. It was my responsibility. I've established somewhere else.
For me, it's been important to realize how important it is to have family unity and be able to work together in order to accomplish these hard trials together.
Chill when the shadows grow still, and I'm standing too close to the edge. With nothing to ground me, the world swirls around me.
So, you know, we're inventors, and we've come up with this new bonnet that we think we think can take off. So we want you to try this out. Let us know, what do you think of that bonnet? You want to try that on? What do you think of that? You think that was good? You think
better.
You don't like that? Do you think people would wear a bonnet like that? No. No?
It doesn't cover the side.
All right, okay. We'll keep working on it, all right, from an engineering point of view.
I will stand in my place with the flame of my faith burning bright. I will stand in the light, hold up the truth, and stand for the right. I can reach so much higher, I'm filled with this fire when I stand in the light. Steady and still like a light on a hill, it shines for the whole world to see. Chasing the dark, washing over my heart, changing what I want to be. I feel it grow, flooding into my soul. This river of truth flows through me, filling me up with conviction enough to live what I truly believe. I will stand in the light, look to the dawn as it breaks through the night. With courage and strength, I will stand in my place with the flame of my faith burning bright. I will stand in the light, hold up the truth, and stand for the right. I can reach so much higher, I'm filled with this fire when I stand in the light. I will stand in the light, look to the dawn as it breaks through the night. With courage and strength, I will stand in the light, hold up the truth and stand for the right. I can reach so much higher, I'm filled with this fire when I stand in the light. Stand in the light.
How do you think President Emery doesn't get dirty?
I have no clue. He and Shad Hansen have pure white shirts. And look at mine, I've got dirt all over the place.
It's got to be some angelic thing or something.
President Emery's kind of a pretty boy. Like, he just doesn't ever get dirty. He doesn't even sweat. I don't know.
been your favorite part of it?
Well, my favorite part was probably the women's pool, even though that was not my favorite part physically, but just as when we got to the end of it, it was just the spirit was there, the spirit of the pioneers, and the girls were in tears because I think they were feeling the spirit too, even though it could have been from pain, but I don't think so. And just looking over at Olivia and Kenley and Leah and them had gotten there, and I think that's all my girls, and they were just all in tears, and it was just a real special moment.
How has this affected your testimony?
Oh man, it's really strengthened my testimony about all the sacrifice that the pioneers went through, and just the tremendous legacy of faith that they left us, and how grateful we should be and are for everything that we have, and all the groundwork and price that they paid. That we benefit directly from that.
And because of them, we have a responsibility to continue the work that they've started.
What would you like to tell your family?
Oh, I just tell each and every one of them that they're fantastic kids. Thank you so much. It's been an honor and a pleasure getting to know you and spend some time with you. Every single one of you is wonderful, has special gifts, and I know you're going to go on and be wonderful members of the church and wonderful people.
You guys are the Marshals, right?
We are Marshals.
So there's been a lot of talk about the Martin Handcart Company and winter quarters on this trek. With the family you have, can you imagine getting hit with that snowstorm and having 2 or 3 of your kids die and trying to get through that?
These aren't the children of our loins, but I
hope they edit me out of this one. Sorry.
I'm feeling this. You need to be
okay.
serious.
Start over again. Do again.
I actually feel for every one of these kids. I can feel the love that Xavier has for these kids. And if one of them didn't make it, imagining losing half of them or a couple of them would break my heart, and they're not even mine, so I cannot imagine if it were my family back then, the strength it would have taken.
Yeah, we they talk a couple stories about the Martin Handcart Company, how people would have to bury their own kid, and I lost my dad when I was 16, so I kind of buried my dad in a way, and it kind of hits home thinking about that, because not all of them made it. Not all of them as a family unit made it. And there was one girl that was really struggling that she may have gone home on the first day because it was so hard. And she pulled through. I mean, we thought she stepped back, and I think they took her back. She was heading back to the truck, and then all of a sudden she came running back up and says, "I'm not going to quit, and I'm not going to let down." And she shared a testimony about that the other night, and it was really neat because the kids didn't realize that we were going to lose them, and I think it really pulled our family closer together.
I think my favorite part was when we received the letters from our ministering angels